Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of season 3 here in the Newcastle United career mode. Thank you for your hundreds of suggestions in the comment section of yesterday's episode. I've added a lot of them to the shortlist. You can see just from how small the scroller is there, how many names are on this shortlist. The general consensus was to keep Dubravka and actually keep both of the two young goalkeepers. I was contemplating getting rid of one of them, but you reckon to keep hold of them both. So Pickford here is there as a backup option, but I don't think we're going to be doing anything with regards to the goalkeeper role. I think we'll stick with Dubravka and then train the two youngsters, one of which has better potential than the other. I can't quite remember which way around it is. I think Van Dam has better potential than Lafavera, but we'll have a look at that a little bit later. We are looking for a world-class centre-mid and a world-class wide player. There was plenty of suggestions for striker. There was also plenty of people saying that you reckon Rebic and Maximilian Philip created quite a good partnership last season in the latter half of the year, and that we should keep the two of them as the starting striker and centre forward. So I'm torn at present as to what to do with that particular position, because I am needing an extra body for that potential with regards to the rotation squad and just squad numbers, squad depth. So what I may do is sign a winger that can play at striker as well. So they'll be playing out wide in the first team and maybe then up top in a rotation side. As of yet, undecided there, but we shall make a decision as we move further forward. Of course, I'm looking for a centre mid and a winger. I'm scouting Lucas Torreira currently. I don't know what his stats are going to look like, but he's been very good for Arsenal in real life, so certainly worth the scout. Sammy Castillejo is down here as a right mid, but obviously, regardless of people that are down as right mid or left mid, they can play on either wing, so it's not that much of an issue. And he can actually, supposedly, play at centre mid as well. Although, with those tackling stats and only 51 strength, I'm not sure I'd utilise him in that role if I were to buy him. But 4-star skills, quick, quite agile, good in possession, very good dribbling. 87 finishing was surprising for me for Sammy Castillejo. I wouldn't have expected that to have gotten that high. High crossing, high short passing, ball control as well is up in the mid-80s, so a definite option. 6 foot tall as well. I know nothing about Adam Marasic, but can play right mid. Defaults to right mid, can play at wing back as well, but he's a name that I know nothing about, so I'm scouting him. A number of the players that are being scouted are going to take 24 days for the scout reports to come back, but by the time we get to the Tottenham game, we should have a brief idea of what they're actually, what the stats are actually going to look like. Gelson Martins is 5-star skills, of course, 86 rated. Quick, agile, well, quick, lightning fast, agile, great balance too. Reactions are also decent. Great ball control, great crossing, great dribbling. Finishing's not up there, but it's not necessarily something we're after for a winger. Short passing's decent too, a definite option. But I have so many incredible options here on the shortlist that it's going to be such a difficult decision to make. There were a couple of comments saying I should utilise the YouTube polls option, which is a good idea. However, the issue is I have too many options to fit in your YouTube poll. So I'm going to have to make a decision myself. I'm going to take your suggestions and then make my decision as to which one I believe from your suggestions I would like in my side. So we shall take it forward from there. Florian Thauvin used to play for Newcastle 3 years ago. Went back to Marseille and has lit Ligue 1 up the past couple of seasons. Been very, very good out there in France. 87 rated now in this save. 88 acceleration, 81 sprint speed, which isn't that high. 86 agility, stamina's good, reactions are good. Ball control, crossing, dribbling, 86 finishing as well. Shot power's good, long shots got a good 89 short passing as well, which is the best of anyone we've looked at so far. 88 curve too. Free kick accuracy is 78. He's got the finesse shot trait as well. Only a 3-star weak foot, but he is left-footed, so he can cut in on that weak foot and then perhaps try and finesse some goals into the top corner. Genuine option, Florian Thauvin there. A very, very genuine, good option. Probably the front runner of all of those that we looked at so far. Got some centre mids here on the list. Andreas Pereira, 4-star, 4-star. Can play out wide as well, supposedly, but perhaps would be good for that backup cam role. I don't know much about him, though. I am definitely going to need that scout report to come back on him before I can make a definitive decision. Fabian is, look, okay physically, not the best. Technically, he's pretty decent. 84 short passing and 85 stand tackle with high ball control and decent dribbling mean that he's going to be a very capable player going forward and defensively. And with 88 long shots and 82 finishing, that's very promising indeed for Fabian. And he's not that expensive, nor are his wages that high. I say not that expensive, that's in relative terms. 41 million would still be the highest fee we've ever paid for anyone in this save. Leon Goretzka. He's obviously a go-to, effective, physical central midfielder. 92 stamina, 87 reactions. He's quick, he's strong, he's very good on the ball. 93 short passing, 82 finishing. He's superb. He's probably going to be one of the more expensive central midfielders we've got on the option on the list here, but he'd be worth it. Jeffrey Kondogbia, 6'2", 4-star skills, very strong, not as fast as other options, but would be playing as a deeper role. Ruben Loftus-Cheek would perhaps be the more forward-playing central midfielder to play off Jeffrey Kondogbia. Great reactions, stamina's good, ball control's good, dribbling not so much, but short passing's high, tackling is very good as well. Long shots of 87, shot power's high, marking's high, also having the finesse shot trait. Another genuine option, and to be fair, for the price, I'm not sure I'd get many better. He's only 84 rated, but would be much more effective than an 84 rated player you might imagine to find. He's just going to be so solid. Nicolo Barella, I know nothing about. Waiting to hear back a scout report from him. Similarly with Douglas Luiz, currently at Manchester City. Rodri is a player I wouldn't have even crossed my mind before the suggestion came in. 4-star skills, 6'3", 94 stamina. Physically, the rest of his stats aren't overly impressive, but technically, 85 short pass, 84 stand tackle, 88 ball control. He's a genuine option there, Rodri. I didn't know anything about him, but he could genuinely be a good option. £46 million valuation, but his release clause is 54. So we could pick him up. £74,000 a week wage-wise isn't much at all either. Julian Draxler. A really good all-round option for centre mid, for cam, for out wide as well, even though his acceleration sprint speed aren't that high. But technically, he's outstanding. 89 short pass, 92 ball control, 90 dribbling, decent finishing, decent long shots, good shot power. Not that good in the tackle, but 67 is still probably good enough considering he's 6'2" and has 67 strength. Another genuine option. 41 million is quite cheap. His wages are quite high though, so we're not sure yet. 5-star weak foot 2 is impressive. So many options to be made here. Ennis Bardi, a player we have previously looked at. Centre mid, cam or left mid. 4-star, 4-star. He's only 5'8", so he's not the tallest, he's not the strongest, but technically very impressive. 92 free kick accuracy, 86 short passing, 87 long shots, 83 finishing, 89 dribbling, 85 ball control, 89 curve. He would be a set piece master for sure, Ennis Bardi, and not very expensive at all. I could maybe sign someone else, and I could maybe sign someone like Kondogbia and Bardi, and then Bardi could maybe play at cam. That's an option. Lorenzo Pellegrini, scouting him. Don't know too much about him at present. I know that he was decent for me in a Roma series I did last year on FIFA 18. Saul always comes up with regards to centre mid. His price always rockets as well. 70.5 million is his current valuation. A release clause of 100 million. I think that might just be too much right now. If we were looking for one marquee signing, Saul's the man. But we're looking for 2, if not 3. He's just too expensive, I think. Tanguy Ndombele. Very good physically. Decent technically. Good short passing. 80 stand tackle is okay. Can be improved upon. 91 ball control. 91 dribbling. 5'11". Strength of 79. Stamina 82. Reactions 82. He is quick off the mark. A genuine option. A genuine cheaper option as well. Bentancur, I'm scouting. I don't know anything about him, the Uruguayan. We'll wait and see. Some more wingers now. with Kingsley Coman on the list. Currently at Tottenham. Can play on either side, of course. Kingsley Coman is very, very quick. Very good on the ball. Finishing's not that high. Less than 50 million valuation, but we'll probably have to pay upwards of 60. And wages are 120k. Yannick Ferreira Carrasco disappeared off the face of the earth when he left Atleti to go to China in career mode terms last year. But, technically, still an extremely good player. 89 acceleration, 87 sprint speed, high agility, high reactions. Great ball control, great dribbling. Crossing's okay, finishing's okay. Short passing's okay, shot power's good, curve is good. Free kick accuracy of 80. Now here's the kicker. £27,000 a week wages. That's a massive opportunity potentially for an 86 rated player. Quite cheap. Another front runner. Felipe Anderson, £35.5 million, £99,000 a week wages. 4-star, 4-star. We know how fast and agile he is. He's having a very good season in real life for West Ham. 9-1 ball control, 95 dribbling. Shot power's good. Long shots are great. Crossing's okay. Finishing average. Short passing's okay. He's an option, but not a front runner. But can play at centre forward as well. So perhaps, when we're looking for a winger that could perhaps play striker as well, a genuine option. Serge Gnabry, another one of those players who can play out wide or through the middle up top. Pace to burn. High agility, high balance as well. Strength not the best, but 84 finishing, 87 dribbling, 87 ball control, 91 dribbling, 79 crossing, high shot power too. What's his strength? 68. And he's 5'9". Perhaps more for a cam than a striker, but another genuine option. Nabil Fekir. 82 acceleration, 81 sprint speed. Technically though, very good indeed. As a cam, I'd probably utilise him. 52.5 million, £91,000 a week. He's expensive, but he would be good. Still, the list continues. More wingers. Suso. Could play at centre forward as well, supposedly. Good acceleration. Not that fast when he gets going, though. Good agility, good balance, reactions. Technically, very impressive as well, although finishing is slightly lacking. But everywhere else, very, very impressive. Another genuine option. Ousmane Dembele. Actually, how much is Suso? 46 million. High wages, though. Dembele is yet further expensive. £220,000 a week. However, he is extremely good. But that is a lot of money. Having Lozano. Pace. Agile. Can finish. Good ball control. Good dribbling. Cheaper option as well. 28.8 release clause. I think that has to be done. I cannot pass up that opportunity. Irving Lozano, I'm going to try and sign right here, right now, and get that deal done. That's too good an opportunity to turn down. So we shall hopefully have a new winger signing very, very soon. Crucial. That's fine by me. He will be starting on the right-hand side. Well, 5 years if you can. Would you be happy with that? Indeed, he would. Okay, good. Release clause, not bothered about that. Wage-wise, they're not going to give me any indication of wages. I'll say 50 grand a week. A signing bonus of 800,000. I've no idea what they might want. Hopefully they'll negotiate. £44,500 with an appearance fee of 1.3 million. Done. Irving Lozano is in. We have a new right-sided midfielder. But will he be a starting right mid, or will he be a rotation one? He may be even starting ahead of Kennedy on the left. Who knows? Because Ronaldo Cabrice I put on here purely because of how good he was in the My Player, but I don't think that he's going to be a genuine option for me with the other opportunities available. Malcolm. 4-star, 4-star, grown to 86 rated in this save. 88 dribbling, 89 ball control, 84 crossing. I very much like Malcolm on Ultimate Team. For £200,000 a week wages is a massive stumbling block. Ousmane Dembele we've looked at. I do have a couple of left wingers on here as well. Vinicius Junior, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, very fast and agile, good on the ball, but not that impressive finishing or crossing wise. And he would be playing out wide, but cheaper at £41.5 million as a maximum with his release clause. Marcus Rashford, his contract is expiring in 11 months' time. I might be able to try and pick up Marcus Rashford slightly cheaper. Anthony Martial is another option, although very expensive. I am intrigued by the opportunity of Marcus Rashford slightly cheaper. Iñaki Williams is still on the shortlist as a potential striker, although his finishing still isn't that good. I'm not sure what his goal scoring record is like for Roma. Lautaro Martinez remains on the list as well as just an all-round top quality player. He genuinely might be someone that I go for. We have Timo Werner on the list. Very expensive. 50 million, £81,000 a week. It's actually not as expensive as I remembered. You cannot physically get faster. 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, 91 finishing. If I am to sign a striker, Timo Werner might be the one we go for. Landry Diamata, I'm waiting for scout reports back on. Don't know too much about him. Memphis, the wages could be a massive stumbling block. But stat-wise, he's good. But I think Timo Werner would be better. But he can play out wide. So he is an alternative there. But if I'm going to sign a wide player that can play at striker, I will probably go for Rashford. Purely because he's English and he's not as expensive. So we'll wait for a couple of scout reports, but what we have done is immediately brought in, we pop you on the bench there, what we've immediately brought in is a brand new right-sided player. So I am certainly going to need the depth of signing some of these new players sooner rather than later. Let's put Torre on the bench for now. I am certainly going to need another player through the middle. I'm definitely going to need another player through the middle. Purely for numbers, but whether that be a world-class player or not, I'm not yet sure. Philip and Kennedy are still out injured for the time being. We shall accelerate now towards the game against Tottenham and wait for some scout reports to come back. But we have made one signing already. What I should do actually is check my balance to see how much money I've got left. Because if I could sign someone like Rashford, well, not transfer offer for Ben Chilwell, he does want to leave, but as I have previously mentioned, I want Chilwell and DeAndre Yedlin to stay. I just quite simply don't have the financial power to be able to continue to sell players for mid-range prices to replace them with high price ranged players. So I can afford maybe 60 million per player for a centre mid and a striker and or another winger, and I've got enough there for wages. Offer for DeAndre Yedlin, that will be rejected of course. Now the decision to be made is what striker and or winger and what central midfielder. We've got Goretzka on there, we've got Kondogbia on there with regards to central midfield role, we've got Rodri as well. There are so many great options. Vardy, Draxler, Fabian's decent as well and quite pricey. 85 rated at 24 years of age though, might continue to grow a little bit, although someone like Kondogbia is probably going to be a lot more solid. But someone like Leon Goretzka is just going to offer everything. Might try and sign Goretzka, you know. 93 short passing really does intrigue me. 82 long shots. Oh, dearie, dearie me. And someone like Florian Thauvin I might consider bringing back as well. I want to see what Torreira's stats look like actually, because not only would he be a good player to pick up potentially if he's a higher rating, that would weaken an opposition team as well. Now Kennedy's not going to be fit enough to start here, so we will have to replace him, but we'll jump into this game against Tottenham now. We'll play it and hopefully go off to a good start in the Premier League. It will be a debut for Hirving Lozano on the left-hand side. Torre will come out. I'll throw Toby Mitchell in there on the left. Philip is fit enough to start, so we shall do exactly that and start him. We'll throw Berm on the subs bench as well. Right. Loftus-Cheek, Zakaria, Philip, Rebic, Lozano, Mitchell. Here we go. Tottenham away. Tottenham's starting lineup. Hugo Lloris in goal. Are they going to be at full strength on the opening day? Trippier, Davinson Sanchez, Leyoun and Kazawa. Leyoun, of course, signed from me. Eric Dyer and Danilo Pereira. Balde, Keita, Ericsson and Son with Harry Kane. Harry Kane up top. Strong team. Potentially not necessarily the best they could put out, but still a very strong team. Oh, I've no idea what to expect from Tottenham. Our results against them are either good or bad. We've never really kind of had a middle ground with Tottenham. Ericsson with the free kick, lofted in. Won by Jamal Lascelles. Philip brings it down. Can't keep control of it, but we'll get it around the corner there. It's picked off. Here's Son. Nice tackle, although he's ridden it well. Keita with a 1-2. That's great football. That is a wonderful goal from Tottenham Hotspur. Not the way we wanted to start the season, but when they play that well, there's not really much you can do about it, is there? Pinging it about in between the defenders at ease. Little triangles. Works nicely, and then Harry Kane thumps it home. Right, 1-0 Spurs after 6 minutes. Here we go again. Nice tackle by Jamal Lascelles. Zakaria will come away with it. Just knock it in front of Hirving Lozano there and look to stretch those legs. Loftus-Cheek. Lozano could make an effort to get back into the box. Oh, he's gone down. I was just waiting before I gave my next commentary line because Kazawa threw himself a Loftus-Cheek there. Now, the last penalty we got in similar circumstances, we missed. The chance to equalise in the 19th minute, the first penalty of the new season, given to us by Levan Kazawa, who clearly caught Ruben Loftus-Cheek there. Maximilian Philip will step up and will bury it. We've equalised, it's 1-1. Down in North London, we are level. Kane again. Nice little turn in there to Ericsson. Good footwork. Son. Tottenham lead again. Expert passing from Tottenham Hotspur for a second time. Kane just turns into Ericsson. Good footwork. And how he's picked out Son there, who's in close proximity to a couple of defenders. Not entirely too sure. Just switching off there, Jamal Lascelles. And Dubravka not able to get to it. Tottenham back in front after 25 minutes. This is quite the entertaining season opener, isn't it? Out to Trippier. Down the line. Going well. Turning back. And again. Forward into Christian Eriksen. Eriksen back to Eric Dyer. Across to Danilo Pereira. Good save to Dubravka. Well struck by Danilo there. Portuguese having a good effort. Here's Kazawa with the cross this time. Max there with the header away. 3 minutes added on. If that had dropped to a Newcastle man, we might have caught them on the counter. I don't believe we'll have the time to do so now. Ericsson, though, might give Newcastle the opportunity to concede a third goal. I hope not, but the corner will come in. 60% possession from Tottenham in this game so far. Keita drops the shoulder. In there to Ericsson. Kane with the effort, but that was wild. We're 2-1 down at half-time. Lozano wins that back off Levan Kazawa. Loftus-Cheek through to Philip. Drops the shoulder. Looks for Ruben Loftus-Cheek again. Who's turned inside well. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Oh, I'm not sure whether it was on target. Davinson Sanchez wasn't sure either, so he reached out. I think it might well have been going off target. Or was that bending in the far post? It might well have been doing so. Davinson Sanchez ensured that it didn't. Evan Lozano will take the corner. It's decent. Up goes Zakaria, but he's headed that, unfortunately, straight at Hugo Lloris. Starting the second half on the front foot, though. Let's hope we can continue in that vein throughout the entirety of the game. Luka Modric has come on at half-time for Tottenham here, so they're clearly strengthening at the break. Eric Dyer going off. We want to see when you're losing. So, oh, by the way, we're going to bring on Luka Modric. Oh, okay, then. Kane again. Coman given away. Vega intercepts. Keita intercepts. Modric, Trippier, Luka Modric. Nice tackle. Fans calling for a penalty there. You can hear them screaming. Not going to get it though. Inside there to Rebic. Across looking for Maximilian Philip. Just trying to turn so I can find maybe Hirving Lozano. Oh, offside. So if it had gone in, it wouldn't have counted. I needed Philip's turn there to be better. And it just wasn't quite good enough. Backs in well. Danilo. Kazawa, Coman. This is great football. Ericsson. Oh, it's unbelievable. What a goal. What a goal from Tottenham Hotspur. All three of their finishes today, the moves beforehand, have just been truly world class. That is, again, arguably the best of the bunch. Unreal football from Tottenham Hotspur. No wonder they were challenging for the FA Cup last year. No wonder they won the Champions League. Oh, sorry, challenging for the league, and no wonder they won the FA Cup and the Champions League last year. Just too good on this showing. Toby Mitchell across here looking for Lozano, who spun well but can't get past Kazawa, nor hold him off to maintain possession. And we are going to be losing on the opening day. A clear sign that whilst this side is still good, it's still not good enough. to challenge Tottenham when they're at full strength. They brought an Angel Correa off the bench as well. Not only did they make matters worse with Modric, and Kingsley Coman coming off the bench, Angel Correa does so as well, and there's the final whistle. A justified win for Tottenham. They were the better team. They didn't hammer me as such, but the goals they scored were very high quality. Very high quality indeed. We might not, even on the opening day, see 3 goals scored against us in a single game that are that good for the rest of the season. That was truly, truly spectacular from Tottenham Hotspur. We shall continue to train our youngsters and we'll advance towards the next game, but hopefully we might get a couple of scout reports back between now and game number 2, which I believe was West Ham. Indeed it is. Transfer offer from Chelsea for Ben Chilwell. Again, rejecting all of the bids, around about £17 million for him. He's going nowhere, Chelsea. Sorry, lads. We haven't yet had any full scout reports back for anyone. Benton Kerr, I can straight away tell you that I'm going to say no to him. Now, I certainly need at least 1 centre mid. I may even need 2. And for that fact, I might sign Bardi and someone else. Bardi's quite cheap. It's Goretzka and Kondogbia really that are the 2 main options for me at centre mid at the minute. Douglas Luiz is not going to be good enough. I'm going to say no to him as well. We just have better options available to us. Saul is still out of my price range. Pellegrini. Okay. I'm willing to wait and see with Pellegrini. I am willing to wait and see. He might be an option instead of Bardi. Because he's a lot taller. Although Bardi's so good technically. Oh, I just don't know. I just don't know. I really, really, really don't know. Julian Draxler looks very good as well. He is expensive though. The one that's always in the back of my mind at the minute is Marcus Rashford. I'm going to see if I can pick him up slightly cheaper because his contract is running out. I'm not sure what we might be able to offer for him. I'll offer a transfer fee of 35. No, 38. They might just straight up walk away. If they do, then we will renegotiate. 46.5. Marcus Rashford might well be coming to Newcastle United. I'll meet you just under halfway. Okay, 46.5 is supposedly as high as they will, or as low as they will go. How about 43? Gonna need to save every penny as I can. Marcus Rashford might well be coming in now. He's on £155,000 a week currently. I'd be tempted to start Rashford ahead of Kennedy. Not even. Nah, it's not even a question, is it? Rashford starts ahead of Kennedy. I don't even know what my brain was telling me there. 5 years, please, Marcus. Good lad. Right, now give me an indication what you want wage-wise, because I don't want to undervalue you and you turn me down. He's on 155 grand a week. I'll offer him 100 and... I mean, would you be willing to take a wage cut? I'm not sure. I'll offer him 1.6. Oh, sorry, 160 and 1.5 a week. They're going to take that. Okay. He might have been willing to take a wage cut, but I didn't want to risk the transfer breaking down. Right, so then, Marcus Rashford is in. So Marcus Rashford is in and starts on the left. Having Lozano is in and starts on the right. And Rashford, of course, can play up top as well. Loftus-Cheek and Zakaria. Now, how much do I have left for a centre mid? And maybe another squad player. Just another body. That's the wrong one there. How much do I have left? 75 million. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not going to pay 52 for Jeffrey Kondogbia. He's just so solid. He's a better Zakaria, effectively. And should hopefully complement... He should hopefully complement Ruben Loftus-Cheek very well indeed. They want 45.4. I will come up from my 31, but not too far. 36. 40. They've come down a lot as well. How about 38? 0.1, because I'm bothered. 40.7. Okay, look, we're sticking to our price tag. Well, look. How about you don't stick to your price tag? 8.5. Agreed. Jeffrey Kondogbia might be about to join us if we can agree wages. I think that'd be a very, very good signing for Newcastle United. I think Goretzka might just be too unrealistic at this stage. We're only Europa League, of course, not Champions League. So an 87 rated Leon Goretzka from Bayern Munich might well have been theoretically too far out of our reach. No release clause. He wants £57,000 a week. I'm actually quite happy with that, but if I can get you to sign a little bit less, that would be superb. Will you be willing to? How about just 50? 55. Oh, fine. 55's fine. And I've got enough there to make another signing. So Jeffrey Kondogbia is in. We now have bodies in numbers in central midfield, because I was left a little short, really, if I'm honest. Sakari on the bench. DeAndre Edlin. He and Kondogbia will go into the starting lineup. Right. Kondogbia, Lozano, Rashford. That is certainly looking like a much stronger starting 11 as a front six. I have some money left. I might hold off on using that until the next episode. Let's go and play West Ham. See how the new guys get on. And then maybe I can make a decision with regards to what to do next. Let's see how Rashford and Kondogbia get on their debut, shall we? Jumping in now. Adrian in goal for West Ham here. Hakimi, Ogbonna, Balbuena and Goiano at left back. 4-1-4-1 perhaps. Gabamin in midfield. Yarmolenko, Wilshere, Obiang and Felipe Anderson. And then up top on his own, Enes Unal. Not sure what to make of that West Ham side. It should be there for the taking, but we'll wait and see. Loftus-Cheek forward to Ante Rebic. Loftus-Cheek's gone again. There's Jeffrey Kondogbia. There's Marcus Rashford. Oh, what a start to a debut that could have been. Wow. Jeffrey Kondogbia very nearly setting up Marcus Rashford. The two debutants might well have had a goal and assist between them after less than 4 minutes in a Newcastle shirt. Rashford intercepting well too. Tracking back, which is nice to see. Kondogbia inside to Loftus-Cheek. There's Ante Rebic. Maximilian Philip is making the moves. Maximilian Philip is played in. Maximilian Philip scores. There's that Rebic and Philip combination that you guys were saying should remain in the starting lineup. And as such, they've connected again. Rebic to Philip. Philip to goal. Newcastle 1-0 up. Nice interception by Max. Loftus-Cheek through the gap. Here's Jeffrey Kondogbia. Poke that through. Looking for Maximilian Philip, who's in behind Philip for a second. Maximilian Philip means business this season. He's scoring a lot of goals already. That's his second today here against West Ham United after just half an hour. His third of the season already. Well then, who needs a new striker? And you've got Maximilian Philip to bang him in for you on a regular basis. Now into Gabamin. Oh, what I was doing there with the defender. But thankfully Gabamin can't shoot. That was terrible defending from me. It doesn't matter how good the players are that are in your team. If you don't use them right, you're still going to end up conceding goals. I need to up my concentration levels there. I certainly did not play that defensive play very well at all. Nor am I continuing to do so here. Jack Wilshere in the box. Diego Reyes trying to do his best. Corner only, no clearance. Felipe Anderson to come in and whip it. And up we go. Rashford does well to defend that. Just wanted to challenge. Here's Gabamin again. Yarmolenko, and he can shoot. Oh, it's a lovely ball into Felipe Anderson. I didn't read that turn. I see that coming at all. Kondogbia keeps that in superbly. Well done, sir.
Hands out there with the shirts off. That's their trademark. And they've
Here's
seen
Gabamin
their team play well.
into Wilshere. Across to Felipe Anderson. That's why we kept Dubravka. What a save. What a strike from Felipe Anderson. What a save from the goalkeeper. He struck that very hard and he's diving away and bang, big solid palm to it. Corner for Yarmolenko to take again. 74th minute, about to tick into the 75th. Kondogbia helps that on its way. And we could catch him on the counter here. Philip Rebic out looking for Rashford. Stamina running low, but he's turned brilliantly.
15 minutes to go.
And the pass is through is great. Look for Rashford here around the corner. Marcus Rashford on his debut. His first touch let him down there. Just didn't quite take it in his stride well enough, and it got away from him. Keane with the delivery. Max heads away. Rashford picks it up. Movement in front of me is rather non-existent at present, but Rebic turns well. Oh, that's a foul. Bloody hell. Challenge from Magbonna was pretty nasty. 6 minutes to go here. We're looking for a third. Going to be getting our first 3 points of the season here after losing to Tottenham earlier on in the day. Sell to Lozano. Not sure about that first touch from Irving Lozano. I have to be honest, I haven't taken to Irving Lozano as well as I might have thought I might have done, but there's still plenty of time in the season to get used to playing with him. I've definitely clicked with Rashford a lot quicker. Though it is only my second game playing with Lozano, so I can't be perhaps too judgmental too soon. Zakaria intercepts that though, and Philip is a man that will play through on a hat-trick. Maximilian Philip away from the defenders, and there's the hat-trick. A lucky deflection off the keeper Adrian, but in stoppage time at the end of the second half, we'll take a 3-0 win via a Maximilian Philip hat-trick. Superb. Really pleased with the way that this Newcastle side has played in this second game. We were okay against Spurs, but the quality difference was certainly on display. They were just too good, as it happened. Maximilian Philip, though, will pick up the match ball. We will jump back to the menus and see what that does for us in the league table. We've got Manchester City next, I believe, is the first game tomorrow. And then I think the next game is against the top quality side as well, actually, before the end of the window. Seems to remember 3 of the opening 4 games being particularly difficult. Yes. Oh no, we've had a Rotherham game thrown in there in the Carabao Cup as well. So Manchester City and Rotherham to play tomorrow, with Liverpool on the horizon as well. We're up to 7th with that win, although there are still some more games to be played. I'm pleased with the signings we've made today. I think they are 3 really, really good signings. Rashford, Kondogbia, and Irving Lozano. It's going to take me a little while longer, I think, to click with Irving Lozano. But to be fair, I took a while to click with Salvio. He didn't necessarily hit the ground running. So we'll give it time. But Manchester City are the side that we shall start tomorrow's episode with. Scout report finding a Lucas Torreira. That's a little bit too little too late, I think. 82 rated. 87 short pass, 82 stand tackle. He's not the worst, you know. He's not the worst. Let me add him back to the shortlist. He's not as bad as I thought he might well turn out to be. Douglas Luiz is a bit blank. We've some money to make more signings tomorrow. I'm going to have to adjust the budget though. Well, 35 to 40 million, depending on what wages any player wants. There's certainly enough there to make at least one signing tomorrow. We'll see you then. See you next time.